Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. I'm excited to announce that this channel is sponsored by Ultimate Guard. For the past few years, Ultimate Guard has been hard at work finding ways to protect your cards without damaging the planet, and they have discovered it. Boulders, once made entirely of plastic, are now made of 87% renewable resources. They also come in a variety of sizes, including this new 133 card box. If you're like me, you have a ton of decks, want a little bit of space for your tokens in your deck boxes, and don't want those boxes filling up an entire suitcase. This box is the perfect solution. Find out if your local game store carries the new Return to Earth boulders from Ultimate Guard. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Alix. Huge thanks to Alix and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Alix reached out asking for a deck built around the Locked Tomb series by Tamsin Muir. Unfortunately, I'd never heard of the series, so we settled on building a Legends Matter deck led by Jodah the Unifier. But before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Jodah the Unifier is a 5-mana 5/5 legendary human wizard. He gives legendary creatures we control +X/+X, where X is the number of legendary creatures we control. Additionally, whenever we cast a legendary spell from our hand, we exile cards from the top of our library until we exile a legendary non-land card with lesser mana value. We may cast that card without paying its mana cost. We then put the rest on the bottom of our library in a random order. So Jodah the Unifier is basically a one-sided coat of arms for only legendary creatures, as well as Cascade for all legendary spells. So we'll need lots of legends in our deck to cascade into, as well as cast. But before we get to our deck list, we should keep in mind our checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Mana Confluence, Path of Ancestry, Plaza of Heroes, Hallowed Fountain, Watery Grave, Blood Crypt, Stomping Ground, Temple Garden, Godless Shrine, Steam Vents, Overgrown Tomb, Sacred Foundry, Breeding Pool, Manamo, School at Water's Edge, Shizo, Death's Storehouse, The Shire, Reliquary Tower, Terramorphic Expanse, 3 Plains, 3 Islands, 3 Swamps, 4 Mountains, and 4 Forests make up our mana base. Mox Amber, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Chromatic Lantern, The Great Henge, Wayfarer's Bauble, Delighted Halfling, Gwenna Eyes of Gaia, Cultivate, Farseek, Kodama's Reach, Rampant Growth, Bard Class, and Mirari's Wake make up our Rant package. Isika, God of the Tree, Jorah, Weatherlight Captain, Kethis, the Hidden Hand, Reiki, the History of Kamigawa, Shanid, Sleeper's Scourge, Sisay, Weatherlight Captain, Vega, the Watcher, Demonic Tutor, Kamal's Druidic Vow, Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, Captain Sisay, Rhystic Study, and Chulain, Teller of Tales make up our card advantage package. Hajar, Loyal Bodyguard, Swords to Plowshares, Assassin's Trophy, Abrade, Destroy Evil, Vindicate, Fracture, Boros Charm, Rakdos Charm, Negate, and Arcane Denial make up our interaction and spot removal. Urza's Ruinous Blast and Cyclonic Rift should help to reset the board as needed. Arvad the Cursed, Kadric Soulkindler, Drist Doerden, Halana and Elena Partners, Hoffrey Ghostforge, Kenrith the Returned King, Raf Capuchin Ship's Mage, Radadrabic of Urborg, Yoshimaru Ever Faithful, and Diada Binder of Wills make up the core of our deck, but don't worry, we're not done yet. Akroma's Memorial, Avacyn's Memorial, Blackblade Reforged, Helm of the Host, Hero's Podium, Patriarch's Seal, Goldforged Thopteryx, Flowering of the White Tree, Surrak Dragonclaw, Sigarda Font of Blessings, Shalai Voice of Plenty, Rhythm of the Wild, and Skeletal Swarming support our deck's plan and help us close out the game faster. Now that we have our deck list, we should compare it to our checklist. 51 mana sources split between 37 lands and 14 pieces of ramp. 12 pieces of card advantage, 11 pieces of interaction, 2 board wipes, 1 piece of graveyard hate in Rakdos Charm, 1 Sudden I Win card in Kamal's Druidic Vow. We have enough ramp in this deck that we could easily cast Kamal's Druidic Vow for a fair bit, giving us a ton of creatures ready to smash face as needed. Remember, Jodah doesn't say other legendary creatures. He gets pumped by his own ability. So in theory, we could kill someone with commander damage with enough hits from Kamal's Druidic Vow. Or at the very least be so far ahead on board state that our opponents scoop right there. This deck is a lot of fun to play and has a lot of interesting synergy. I'm excited to hear from Alex on how his games go with it. Do you have a Jodah the Unifier deck? What theme did you go for? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Phoenix of Ice, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Richard, Pob Zombie, Mark, Danny, Alex, John, Ignis, and Daniel. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.